Find me. All right. How many primitive data types do we have? There are 8.
8.
Int, byte, short, boolean, char, 5, long, 6, float, 7, and last one. You didn't mention double. Double, yeah. So we have 8 primitive data types. There are 8. What else did we learn?
Variables.
Besides this, variables. Variables. Okay. Did we learn how to create variables? Yeah?
Yes.
How many parts does variable has, guys? Does a variable have?
3.
It has 3 parts. Each variable has 3 parts. It is data type part,
Variable name.
variable
Val-
name part,
Value.
and value. It has 3 parts. All right. Can we, guys, declare a variable without initializing it? What does it mean? Declaring it without initialization.
First, we need to give a name for variable, right?
Yeah. So when I write here declare a variable, what does it mean?
Creating variable.
Create any variable. Declare a variable. If we say and assign it a value, it means assign some value like 20. If it's not mentioned, probably you don't need to assign any value. So declare a variable and assign a value. All right. How do we call this operator, guys? Tim, how do we call this operator?
Assignment.
Assignment operator. Assignment operator. It's called assignment operator. All right. Can we, guys, declare a variable, assign it a value, and then in the next line assign a new value to the variable?
Yes. Yes.
Can we reassign multiple times a new value?
Yes.
All right. How does it look like? Can I do this, guys? Number equals to 20, and then number equals to 22. Can we have these lines of code in IntelliJ IDEA?
No.
Why?
Because first we should write the second line first, and then the second. Because in the output there will be the latest sentence.
Okay. So what's the value in the output if we write
22.
system out print line number?
Just
22.
22.
22? I think it will never run this code, guys, if we have this. Do you know why?
Yeah.
It's
Do you remember when I told you how Joe Biden could become a president if he never was born?
Yeah.
So here, the same thing. We didn't declare it. We assigned it without declaring it. So first, yeah, first should be declaration, and then you can assign new values as many times as you want. All right, so which value will be printed?
56.
It is 56, right? Variable manipulation, okay. All right, guys. So we had this variable manipulation. And then next, guys, you had this assignment. You had this assignment where you need to, guys, convert temperature to Fahrenheit. Some of you did this. They didn't make a conversion there. I don't want to tell who did it, but there were some people who just made this, guys. int
Temperature.
int Celsius is equal to 25, int
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit equals to 77, and then what they did is they just printed it.
I know some.
Claudia, was it you? No?
That was me.
Oh, did you do the same? So, did you make here any conversion? No, there is no conversion. We just declared two variables. How can we make a conversion, guys? You shouldn't assign a value. So let's take a look at here. Create a class assignment 2, create a double variable,
Yes.
Celsius, with value 25.
Yes.
Did we say here to create a double variable Fahrenheit with value 77? Yeah, there is no value. We need to use the value from this Celsius to convert it into Fahrenheit.
So, this,
So how can we convert? There is some expression.
There is formula.
Yeah, there is a formula. What's the formula for conversion?
Celsius multiplied by 9/5 plus 32.
By what?
Yeah,
9 divided 5?
5/9, yeah, and in parentheses, we add 32, yes.
Okay, let's check it. Okay, 9 divided by 5 plus 32. Okay. 9 divided by 5. All right. Do we need to take it into parentheses? What do you think? Actually, here it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Let's take some numbers. 25. 25 times 9 divided by 5. 9 divided by 5, it's gonna be, what's the value of 9 divided by 5, guys, if we are gonna store it in the int?
1.
If we store it in the int, it's gonna be 1 actually. But let's take a look how it works in the IntelliJ IDEA if we have doubles. So how I would do this in your case, I would create here inside the SRC package day 11, and then you should create their assignment 2. Create their main method, create their double Celsius 25, and create their double Fahrenheit equals. All right. So here Celsius times 9 divided by 5 plus 32. All right, let's see how many Fahrenheits are there. It should be 77. Something is wrong, guys. Why does it print this? I never run it.
Tima knows the right answer.
What's wrong here? No, look, I'm running the program, but it prints this.
Run number 4.
No.
Yeah, you should give it from assignment 2.
We should run this program.
Yes.
Because now the history is still on this class. It tracks still this class. We should move its focus from this class to this day 11 class. Now it's 77. And then you were expected to print Celsius 25 degrees in Fahrenheit 77. So you shouldn't print just this system out print line Celsius. Yeah, it could be other way as well. Celsius, Celsius. Plus Fahrenheit. Okay. So this should be your output.
But
Yeah,
it's
what's
with
the-
0. Is it okay to have 0?
Yeah, it's totally fine. It's fine. Next. What was the way that you used to find? I believe there was some student who told there was another way. Celsius multiplied by what? 3.08. All right, let's check. It prints 77. But let's change this one to, will it still work? 30 Celsius, 30 C to Fahrenheit. If we change it, now it doesn't have the precise value because the value should be 86. Is 92. So it's not the expected. If we change the value for Celsius, Fahrenheit should be correct, the right one, but it's not. All right. So this is the formula to convert it. Next.
Could you show again, please?
Yeah, this is the formula. This
Right.
was the formula, and this was the system out print line you were expected to write. This system out print line.
I got it, but I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Might be very simple.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. For Fahrenheit, why you Celsius, right, Celsius, okay, right. Why you multiplying for 9 dividing 5 and the plus 32?
Because it is, I didn't come up with this idea. So there is some formula. There is some formula to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. And for example, do you know the formula how to find the area of a square? Square, it has 4 sides and all of the sides are equal. How can you find the area of the square?
A plus B, like, oh, multiplying
We can multiply
for
4 times any side because all of the sides are equal. This is a formula. So for conversion of temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit, this is the formula. And yeah, here it says 9 divided by 5 plus 32.
So, if, for example, 5 divided by 5, right? Is there area was
Yeah, it's gonna be area for square. What?
sum of them to the sides. If we multiply 5 is 25, but the length is 20.
So actually, maybe I was wrong. So the area of a square is,
Divided by 5 is 5, not 20.
it's not something times 4. It is, if the side is 5, then it's 5 square. If it's 6, then 6 square. So it's a formula. Next. Recap of second home assignment task. All right. We did the recap of second home assignment. Next thing is, what if we do this? All right, there is nothing to do. Do you have any questions? There are no questions. We open the presentation and we move with the recap. All right. So day 12, guys, presentation. So today we're gonna make a recap for primitive data types and variables, and a practice. There's going to be multiple practice tasks to finish. All right. Do you remember, guys, including online students, do you remember what's the maximum value we can assign to int approximately? Do you remember without looking anywhere?
2 billion.
Yeah, it's approximately 2 billion. How about byte? Do you remember for byte?
18.
No.
32.
It's 128.
128 and 127 negative. All right. What's the for what is for Boolean, guys?
Boolean.
From 2 billion to 2 billion?
True or false?
True or false? There are only two values, true or false. And how about, guys, double and float? Which one is more preferable to use? If
Double.
we count only the comfortability.
Double.
Float? Why do you choose float? Did you just make a random choice? Yeah. So which one is more preferable? Online student already answered this question. Why do we use double instead of float?
In double, we can cover more numbers of combinations.
Actually, it is. We can cover more numbers after the decimal point. It is true. And the other advantage is that we don't need to put there a character at the end, right? For float, we always
You put that.
yeah, here, but for double, we may or may not. It's not required. All right. And how many bits are there, guys, in 2 bytes? Do you know how many bits are there in 2 bytes?
— 16 or
So in 2 bytes, we have 16. In 1 byte, 8 bits. All right, guys. This is, guys, some variable representation. How are they stored? All right, I'm gonna close it. Let me do this. I'll create here some number 20. And then when I run this program, it will run for a few seconds and then it stops. Look, I run it, it runs and then stops. So it takes less than 1 second to run this very simple program because it's too simple. There is nothing difficult. So this is a variable. And these variables are stored somewhere, guys. And do you know how do you call this somewhere where these variables are stored? They're stored somewhere. When I run this program, for a few seconds, it's stored somewhere. In some storage. And how do you call this storage? We use it for quick things. It's not a long-term thing.
RAM?
RAM. RAM is used because we are not gonna store it as photo or movie on our laptop. It's just a quick thing. We run it, we used it for a few seconds. We use it for a few seconds and then we don't do it. Java removes it from storage. And guys, what's the advantage of using variables, guys, comparing to this number? Which one is, why should we find this variable better than just a number? There are a few advantages why using variable is better
because
rather than using just a number.
numbers can change, yeah, and it's automatically shown in the variable name.
If we do this, let's say we have some sort of, guys, all of us, we earn some money, right? Some might earn on a part-time, some might earn on full-time, but we all earn some money. And let's say this variable is used to store our total or our bank account. How much do we have on a bank account? And let's say we've got $20,000 right now on our bank account. And then this system out print line, represents the January, let's say January. And in January, let's say we earned, not system out print line, let me do this. How can I add to this variable 5,000? Let me do this. Bank account, I run it, it prints me 20,000. I would like to, do you know how to comment things, guys? Did we learn it? Comment things, yeah? We put 2 forward slashes, right? 2 forward slashes. So I would like to put here some code that will add our salary from January to bank account. How can I add to this variable 5,000? So when I run it, it will print me 25,000 instead of 20,000. No, it's gonna print 25,000 instead of 20. Yeah, how can we do it? Int? Int, okay, Tim, go ahead. No, it's the wrong way.
Maybe bank account.
All right, let's
Bank account.
go ahead. Clarify bank account equals 5,000. All right, so on 31st December, guys, on 31st December, let's say Claraja had $20,000. And then after 1 day in January, she got her salary for January. And then now she has in her bank account only 5,000. So where is your 15,000? Where did it go? Yeah, we're creating some sort of little program to track our salaries in the bank account. So this line of code should make variable, this variable, 25,000. Yeah. This is how we do, guys. Bank account plus 1. If I do this, what's gonna be printed?
5,001.
No,
2001.
20,001.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's 20,001. So this is how we can add to variables values, and it is stored. It's not forgotten like we did before. If we do it, our 20,000 is lost somewhere. It's gone. We don't know where is it. So variables are useful to store something. They are reusable. We can reuse the value of bank account
Plus 5.
plus
5,000.
5,000. So this is the income for January. We got 5,000 in January.
Can we write like salary 5,000 plus salary? No need to that we can put the salary something changing your salary. If you work enough.
Yeah, we might work this way also. And then bank account equals bank account plus 10,000. What's gonna be printed in the output?
30,000?
Is it gonna be 10,000 or 30,000
30,000.
or 35,000?
30,000.
All right, let's see. It prints 35,000. It is how it should work, guys. Look, initially in our bank account, how much did we have? 20,000, right? And then we made this. This bank account, guys, it's not a value. It's some box. It's box like here. It's a box. And we do this. to some box, we're gonna assign a new value. What's the value of bank account? It is 20,000. Yeah, it's not changed. 20,000 plus 5,000. It is 25,000. So it works like this. Like we assign to bank account 25,000. Like we assign to bank account 25,000. But here, what it tells us is we got 5,000 as an income for January. If I do this, and then right here, guys, if I print the bank account value 2 times, what's gonna be the value in the first line and what's gonna be the value in the second line?
The first line 25,000 and second 10,000.
Second one, 35. So bank account initially is 20,000, right? Everything is simple, guys. We've got 20,000. Imagine right here I have 20,000 in my phone. Let's imagine it's a bank account. If I take 5,000 and put them here, how much do I have? 25. And then I put 5,000 more, 30. 5,000 more, 35. So here we've got 20,000 initially. Then bank account, we assign to the bank account. The value of bank account is, it's 20,000. But if you write 20,000, it's wrong. We should write bank account. Because look, if I write here 20,000, something is gonna be wrong if we use numbers. Look, let's change this 20,000 to 5,000. Initially, in December 2023, let's say I had only 5,000. I run it and it shows me I got 25,000. It shows me like I earned 20,000 and 5,000 for January, but it's something wrong. It should be bank account plus 5,000. All right. So how can I, guys, do this? Income for January, 5,000. Income for February, let me write just initials. For February, for January, income for February is 10,000. Income for March is 8,000. Income for May, it's 4,000. So how much should I have at the end, guys, in May, if we add this all? 5 plus 5,
10,
10,
47.
10 plus 10,
46.
20, 20 plus 8, 28, plus 4, 32. We should have 32,000. We run, we have only 10. Do you know why? Because we didn't make this operations. We didn't went to ATM and we didn't deposit them. So how do we deposit them? By bank account equals bank account plus 10,000. So we add to our bank account 10,000. How much do we have here? Exactly this line. Yeah, 20. So we assign to the box, to the variable, new value, 20. And here, bank account. What if I do this? If we do this way, then our 10,000 is gone somewhere else. Yeah, so we should mention this. We have some funds on our bank account and we add to those 20,000, 8,000. And then bank account plus 4,000. So now we have 32,000, guys. And then one more thing, guys, I would like to show you. I have here 2 packages in home assignments project. If I here miss some semicolon here, is it true that this both classes are in the same project. Is it true or not? Are they both in the same project?
In CRC,
Yeah, they're both inside the same project. What's the name of this project? That's
Homicide.
homocysteine. Yeah, both of them are in the same project, just in different packages. And look, if I would like to run this class, it's not letting me run it because we need to fix all other errors first. If I run this, it's not letting me. I need to fix here some error. I missed here a semicolon. Once I fix this, only then I can run this program. Only then.
excuse me, could you give us any other example, not bank account?
Bank account.
Run away this again.
All right, let's do this. So let's take this. There were Baha Baike's birthday, right? There was Baha Baike's birthday. And we all sent to Tima by $15 or $20, right? So we have int Tima bank account. Team bank account. And he had initially about $5,000 in his bank account. And then each of us made some transactions to his bank account. So Tima bank account,
Plus,
this is what he has, plus my $20. So if we run it, now we've got 5,020. What if we remove this guy's Tima bank account, this? And if we keep here only 20,
it will be
Then-
just 20.
20.
he's gonna have only $20 because we assign to Tima's bank account 20. We should do this. Tima bank account plus 20 means we add to his to his bank account $20 more. And then one more $20. More and more. So now we've got, how many people sent him, guys? $20.
Raise
6
hand,
people.
raise hand. Yes.
6 people sent.
And who-
7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So I'd like to show you one more shortcut, guys. So look, right now, look at here. I'm gonna do really quickly this, guys. I'm copying it really quickly.
How you
So you all have these buttons. Control D or Command D. Just select some line and make Command D or Control D. And it's gonna copy the line.
could you repeat again? Command.
Command D or Control D. Yeah, and it selects the existing lines. All right, guys. So this is how the variables work. Actually, where these variables are stored, guys, are they stored in the regular storage or RAM storage? Where, Ziadej? In the database? No, not in regular. They're stored in the RAM because it's quick thing. It's really quick thing. I run it. It shows me this number, and then our computer forgets about it. It forgets. So they are stored in RAM. These variables are stored in the RAM. All right. And all of these variables, they are represented by some maybe boxes. And it's a reserved area. It's reserved area. We cannot put here a value like 45. Do you know why? Because
Not store.
because this box was reserved by Boolean value. It should be reserved by Boolean value because here it says Boolean raining. It should be true or false value. So variable is the name, actually, variable is the name of a reserved area in the memory. So in my computer, I have some box, and the name for that box is this team bank account. It's the name for some box in my RAM. And each box, each of these boxes, they have their specific type. If the box type is double, we can never store their true or false value. Each variable has its reserved area in which memory?
RAM.
In the RAM memory. And each box is a reserved area. Each box is reserved for a specific type. It might be double, long, int, or Boolean. All right, guys. So open your guys projects, Java classes projects, this project. Close your home assignments project and open this one. And inside the day 12, do you have this package? Inside,
In source.
yeah. Yeah, okay, where did my project go, guys? Where is it? Where did it go? How can we find that project?
Builder button.
There is a button, project, yeah, and here it is. All right, in the day 12, we're gonna work today on the day 12 project. All right, so we're gonna learn a new thing. It's called string class. Let's go here, guys, and in the day 12, create here, guys, a new class called let's create it like new string topic. Let's create like string topic. Can we create a class with a lowercase, guys? That starts with lowercase. A class name that starts with a lowercase. Yeah, it shouldn't be a lowercase. It should be uppercase letter. String topic, and create here a main method, guys. Create here a main method. Next step, we're gonna learn a class called string. What's the name of this class, guys, that we are in right now? String topic, yeah. And there are other classes, guys. For example, who created this class? Me, right? In your laptop, you have also string topic, and it was created by you, right? So these are the classes created by users. We have other classes that were created by Java developers. Do you remember what is JDK? Yeah, yeah, once we are gonna go to coding, I'm gonna help you. Yeah?
Java development kit.
I don't know how you
So yeah, I could help it when we go for the coding. Because there should be only one. There are some missing things.
I just wanna.
Create a
open
new
it.
package, do you mean?
Yeah,
Okay, click it.
don't click it.
Okay, I'm gonna help you, but let's continue the class, and then when we come for when we are gonna type here something, a code, I'm gonna help you. So just create this string topic class, guys. No need to type here something. I'm just gonna show you things. So this class is created by users, by us. And there is JDK. JDK, Java Development Kit. There are some tools, libraries, and classes created by Java developers, by Java developers team. And they created a lot of classes like string, they create classes like ArrayList, classes like map, hash map.
This GDK is developing by front ends, yeah? Back ends, I mean.
By backends, yeah,
So
by developers. So there are classes. This string topic class is our class, and it also can be called a data type. This string can be called a data type. But this int cannot be called a data type. Like it can be, but we call it primitive data type because it begins with lowercase. This one begins with uppercase, and we can call it a data type. This is a class. Whatever you see, guys, that begins with uppercase, it can be called a class. For example, let me write here this. Can we call it a class? Yeah, because it begins with uppercase. Let me show you this. Java classes. Okay, Java util library. So look how many classes are there. These all are Java classes. They all begin with uppercase. C uppercase, comparator uppercase. They all begin with uppercase. And I can find here this one. String. Let me find it. Right here we've got string joiner, Java string class. There is a string class. So basically, string is a class. It is a class. And using classes, we can create objects. Using variables, using primitive data types, we can create variables. This one is called a variable. This one is called object. Like we call it object, this one. This one we call it a variable. We call it a variable because it is a primitive data type. We call it object because this one is a class or a data type. It's a class. String is a class in Java that represents a sequence of characters. It's used to store and manipulate text. It's used to store and manipulate text. Last time we learned some data types, guys. There was a data type that can store only single character. Which data type was it? Primitive data type.
Char.
Char can store only single character. And it is a variable. It is a variable because it begins with lowercase, the type. And there is another thing called string class. We also can give it a name, but it's called object. This one is called object. And in this string object, we can store a text. We can store here a text. String str sentence. It's a text. So it's used to store and manipulate a text. All right. So this text is stored in double quotes, not in single quotes. It's stored in double quotes. We can do string concatenation. How do you call this symbol, guys? If it's a text, if the text is there, not numbers. We call it concatenation. Concatenation symbol, operator. String concatenation. If the plus sign is used with some text, this plus sign, this first name, guys, is it a text?
No.
Behind this variable,
Yeah.
there is text. So first name, it's an object that stores a text. So we can call it a text. This one can also be called a text because it is actually, is it a variable, guys? This. Yeah,
Yes.
it is object, right? It's object.
Yes.
Object because the type is string. It's a class. First name object, last name object, and full name object. All right. Here, inside the string topic, guys, right here inside the string topic, create this lines of codes, string greeting, and this 6 lines of code.
Double quote,
Double quotes. Where?
third one, first name.
Do you mean this? It's just empty string, empty text. Yeah, create this. Ah, you did. Okay. Yeah, create this, guys. Strings are objects. They're not variables.
We should not write SOT, yeah?
We need the system out print lines also.
We have to.
Yeah. Copy the 6 lines of codes. This 2 and this 4. All right, did you create this? Yeah, let's create it together.
Yes.
String greeting. And what was the text for greeting? It is hello world. Hello world. And print this greeting. And then we've got the first name. And last name. And we've got the full name. All right, guys. So if I print this full name, what's the text, guys, for the full name behind this full name object?
Hello, world, John Doe.
John Doe.
Hello world,
Hello.
John, Doe. It is hello world, John, Doe. All right, we need only first name and last name. First name and last name. All right. I would like to separate them. I would like to have a space between them, guys. How can we do it?
Empty space.
Between this
Double quotes.
between this first name and last name, we can add a space like this. If we write here hello, what's gonna be in the output, guys?
No, hello, Doe.
John space hello Doe. This is the output. John hello Doe. All right. John, hello, Doe. Now it's John Doe. All right. Can we say, guys, that string is 9's primitive data type? Can we say that string is the 9's primitive data type? Tim, can we say that string is a 9th primitive data type? Yeah, string. Can we say it's 9th primitive data type?
No.
No. Why? Because we have only 8, right? We have only 8. String is not a primitive data type. It's a data type. We can call string this way. String is a class. What's the other names we can give to this string, guys? String is a class. String data type. String, it's not primitive, so we can call it non-primitive. We can call it non-primitive data type, and we can also call it reference type. Reference type. String is a class. It's a data type. It's all names of string. How can we call this? String name. John, how can we call this one? This name. No, this name. How can we call this name? Name is an object.
Object.
Name is an object, right? This int, number 20. Number is?
Variable.
Yeah, number is a variable. Number is a variable. Okay. Next, objects versus primitive variable. Primitive variables, data type, they always begin with a lowercase. Here, with lowercase. Object data type always begin with an uppercase letter here, S. Objects always take up more memory than primitive variables. They take up more memory. So if we create, guys, one string, if we create here, let's say, imagine if I do this, guys, if I comment these lines and I will run my code, will it print me something in the output? If I run this code?
No,
Why?
because we closed.
We commented the lines.
Yes.
Now we ignore them. They're ignored. So I create here string name, John, and I create here long Earth population, 8 billion. Which one will take up more memory, guys? Which one takes up more memory from RAM?
The object.
String or long? String. Objects, they always take up more memory than primitives. Always. So objects, they're heavier. They're heavier than primitives. All right. Right, we have here string. Do you find something difficult, guys, in the strings? String is like a primitive. It's created like a primitive. Like we write there int, like we declare a number, but it's not a primitive. It is a class, a data type, non-primitive data type, but it's created similarly like we create primitives. And here, it's double quotes, not single quotes. All right. What do you think, guys? Can I add here some number? What do you think? Like 15, 20, a math number?
No.
What do you think?
We didn't put on.
So here, first name plus. Is it a text, this first name?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a text. It's John. And then a space. This one is also a text. This one is a text. And can I add here number? Like
Yeah,
25?
yeah. You can add,
Can like, just.
it will be just a,
Just like.
just text.
Yeah, it will be joined there just as a text. It's a text here. All right. All right, next guys, we move here to the next page. We are gonna create here, guys, one more class. We create here in the day 12, one more class. And we are gonna call it, let's call it, guys, scanner topic. Call it a scanner topic. And create here a main method. All right. Next, guys. Did you create this class, scanner topic? All right. So we move to the next little topic, guys. It's called scanner class. Scanner class. Is it a primitive data type? This.
No, object.
It's an object. If we create its thing, this is an object. All right. All right, create here, guys, one string. Let's call it a string. And then type here its name, like any name. John can be this way. Name 1. And then create here name 2. And write here new string. Mike. Create this too. All right, let's do this, guys. Let's write here system out print line, name 1. Let's print them both, guys. System out print line, name 2. All right, I'm not seeing here John and Mike, guys. What could be wrong here? I'm running the program, but I couldn't see here the expected output, John and Mike. Yeah, I'm running the class, but the expected output is not shown here. What I see is hello world and John Doe.
Because it's from the last.
Because it runs the previous class. We should run this class. It prints John, it prints Mike. If I write here John and here John, it prints John and John. John and John. All right. Both of them, guys, both of them are texts. How do we call this name 1, guys? Is it a variable? Object. This one, also an object. All right. Which one, guys, you could create faster, guys? Which one would take you, which one would take for you less time to create?
The first one.
First one or second one? First one, right? But usually objects are created this way. We write there new and then string, the class name, and then write its value inside the parentheses. This original, I didn't type it. It's something that's shown here, like a hint maybe. So usually objects created this way, but only string is an exception. String is an exception because we're gonna create a lot of times, a lot of string objects. That's why Java developers created this form, this easier form to create a string. And I told you only string is an exception. when it comes to other classes, all right, we know string class, guys. And there is a scanner class. Only when it comes to string class, we can create it this way without using new string. When it comes to class like scanner, this, we cannot create it like this. Scanner equals something like this. Never. Always, when you create an object, always, we should type the keyword new. We call it keyword, guys. Another thing, how can we call this public, guys? We can call it a keyword. This one is a keyword. This one is a keyword. This one is a keyword. For example, can I use here, guys, this name? String. It seems like we can. How about public? We can't. You know why we can't use here public object name? How can you explain this? Why public can't be used here as an object name or here? Why we can't use it?
Keyword.
Because it's a keyword, right? It's a reserved keyword. We shouldn't use keywords. We should come up with something our own. We can type here scanner. All objects should be created using keyword new. For scanner, it is new scanner. All right, you can remove these two system out print lines. You can remove them. So now we're gonna create a scanner object together. Create this scanner object this way. Inside this parenthesis, we type here this thing. So what's a scanner? Let me open the page. First, create this. Create this line. All right, next, guys. Scanner. What's a scanner? Scanner is a class in Java, and it's used for reading input from various sources, like keyboard and files. Its purpose is to get input from users and process it, like assign it to variables. Let's take a look at this example. All right, how do we call this scanner, guys? This, is it a variable? Object. All right, this is how we create all objects. This is the form. Can we create a string object using new? Yeah, we can create it using new string, but there is simplified way. This way. All right. So here in the output, we see this, enter your age. This is the code for this line. This line prints enter your age text, this one. And then here we declare a variable. We declare a variable, and then we type here scanner.nextIn. So what does it do? It will take a value from keyboard. We type it. Let's write this code, guys, in your IntelliJ IDEA. We already created this scanner. So one more new thing, guys. When you created this scanner, was it red for you? Line to red? Yeah, simply, it is some class created by Java developers. And in order to use it, we should import it. We should import it from other place. So we can import it, making a right click, this, and then import. Or just hover your mouse here and click import. And it is imported. Next lines, you know, guys, we need to copy these lines. System out print line, int age, this system out print line. All right, guys. So let me write it here. We take from there H, system out print line, enter your age. Let me write it really quickly. Your age. We're gonna discuss the code. Your age plus age years old. All right. So here, will these lines of code, this line 8 and 9, somehow affect the run, guys? If I run this program, will they affect the output?
No.
They have no effect, right? We never used them. We just declared them. So I can comment them because we don't use them at all. So we created here an object of scanner. Scanner, it's some object that helps us to read from keyboard. Look, I run this program. First, what I see is enter your age. It's printed here. Next, we go to this line, and right here in this line, we need to type something. We need to type something here, and it is a number, 40, and it prints us your age, 40 years old. So did you get some basic knowledge? What does scanner? Did you get?
It's very interesting. I didn't understand, I don't understand, but it's very interesting.
Yeah. So when we run this, look, when I run this program, here it prints enter your age.
Yes. I
We
couldn't-
know this. Next line, we're declaring here a variable age. We could assign the value here. If I run this program, what will it print, guys?
Your age 40 or 35.
It will print us enter your age, and then your age is 35 years old. But it's not interesting, guys. Why? Because I already know the answer. It is 35. But if we use scanner, guys, scanner object, now, do you know, guys, what number is gonna be here between this your age is years old? Do you know it?
What do we put here?
Yeah, so it depends from me. You don't know. If I type here 60, it will print here between them 60. And look, if I run this program and if I type here 60, is it a number or a string? Yeah, here what I entered is a string. It's a text. Can we store a text inside a variable like int?
No.
No, never. We cannot store here 60. So if I run this and if I enter 60, I see here an error. Error because in this variable, we're not supposed to store here a string. We're supposed to store inside this age only numbers. 55. Do you know, guys, how can I understand? What should I enter here? A number or a text from here? How can you understand? What should you enter as a value?
By
What-
data type.
Right, yes. Here, right at the end, it tells us you should enter int value. Run it. 30. It works. Let's try this number. 30 and decimal point. Why there is error created, guys? Why it caused an error?
Because it's integer and whole number.
Yeah, because here it's an integer, a whole number. What I entered is a fractional number. So scanner, it's an object that reads values from keyboard. Values from keyboard. Okay. Here. Do you know, guys, what's a method or what's an operation? You might not know, but this next int, guys, it is a method. It is a method. So how do I know it is a method or it's not a method? Here, next int is a method. Why is it a method, guys? Because here I've got this, how do we call this symbols? How do we call them?
Open and close parentheses.
We call them parentheses. So if you see somewhere a parenthesis, it is a method. It is a method at the end. Here, system.out.print line. What do you think? Is it a method? Print
Also
line.
method.
Yeah, it is a method, this print line. All right, something like this. Do you think it is a method?
Yes.
Yes, random is a method. This random, it's a method. So here, a method, it's a block of code designed to perform a specific task. Here, it is a method. It's a method and it's a block of code. There is a code behind this next int. We don't see it. It was created by Java developers for us. If I open it, I see there behind this next int a code. I see there a code. It's really a long code and it was written by Java developers for us. Behind this print line, there's again a code. It was created by Java developers. Whenever you see here something that begins with lowercase and a parenthesis, it is a method. Here in this example, print line method is called. This method will print a text. The code for this method is written by Java developers. We didn't create it. They created something and we just use it because it is really difficult. It's challenging to write this code. All right. And all right, seems like it's a duplicate. So here, guys, is it a method?
Yes.
Yes. And there are, guys, multiple methods. There are other methods used for other variables. Next byte, next short, next int, next double, next float, next long, next boolean. So if I ask you this question, which class can be used to read from keyboard, to read values from keyboard? What's the answer? Which class is it? Can be used to read values from keyboard. Which class is it? Tim, which class is it?
Print line.
Scanner. If the question is which class can be used to store text, what's the answer?
String.
String. It is string. All right. How can we create a scanner object, guys? What's the format? How do you create a scanner? The type, there should be a type, data type, then object name. You can name it scanner, you can name it S, you can name it C. It's just a object name, like a variable name. Then how do we, okay guys, how do we call this part? Int number 20. How do we call this part?
Value.
Yeah, value. Can we call it assignment part also?
Yes.
Yeah, or initialization part. Because we assign a value, it can be called initialization part. All right, how does initialization part for scanner looks like?
New.
Assign new
Scanner.
scanner, the type, next
System.in.
system.in. So it is a parameter for this object. It tells to this object to read from keyboard. All right. What's the easiest way to create a string? An object that will store a text.
String,
String, object name,
object,
and the value.
text.
And the value. All right, there is also a second way, the regular way for all objects. New string. John. So which one is used, guys, for reading user inputs? Scanner or string for user inputs? To get those user inputs.
Scanner.
It's a scanner, right? Scanner is used to read from keyboard, to read user inputs. All right, guys, let's have a break and then we continue with this scanners and strings. Okay, guys. All right, guys. Create a new class in the day 12 package. Create here a new class. Class name, guys, should be scanner methods. How can you recognize, guys, what's a method and what's not a method? How can you recognize it?
First, the scanner, which will be the scanner.
How can you recognize a method in Java? How can you recognize a method?
It will be on the beginning, it will be a scanner. Suppose. Question.
Who can answer this?
Again, when we see the oh,
Beginning.
Parentheses,
parentheses
And-
the end of
and before the parentheses, there is something that begins with a lowercase. Look, it's always begins with lowercase. Print ln, next int, always begins with a lowercase. So it is a method. This one also a method. All right, guys. Next, did you create this class with the main method? Scanner methods. All right. Next thing for us, guys, is to create this code. So let's take a look. Scanner is a class. Scanner class has methods to read primitive and data type values. All right. On which line, guys? Scanner reads from user. Let me see. So we have no here. This one. All right. Write it down, guys. In your IntelliJ IDEA, write this all lines. We've got next byte, next short, next int. Which, guys, which primitive data types do we miss here?
char.
Char. Char is missed here, right? Do you see here string? No, there is no string. Yeah, we're gonna add here a string, but let's first copy this all. Scanner, create the scanner, and then this 7 primitive variables.
Do you know the shortcut for system dot in?
No.
On the also this one reads a whole number from.
No, no, it's not necessary. It's just explanation text. This one to read byte, a whole number. All right. So scanner methods. Let me know, guys, once you completed this, once you copied this all methods.
We're done.
Did you finish, guys? Offline students. All right, guys. So let me run this. I'm running this program, and there is nothing, guys. Why? In the output, there is nothing. What could be the reason? There is no salt, right? There is no salt. All right. If I go back here, run this program, I see this text. How would you call this text, guys? Look, how would you call this text? This text. This can be called as a prompt text. Prompt means something like this. For example, what this program waits from us right now? What does it wait? It waits H, right? Some number. So this can be called a prompt message. Because of this prompt message, right now, I know what I'm gonna enter. I can enter a number. If we didn't have this prompt message, now we might be confused. What should I enter? Number, string, a double? We don't know. So how do you call this, guys? This text? How can we call this text? It is prompt. It is prompt message. It's called prompt message, guys. All right. In order to make it clear, this program, how many prompt messages do we need, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's write down this all prompt messages. First, system out print line. It's a prompt message to enter a byte number. Enter a byte number. Next one is to enter a short number. And then enter int number. And then enter double number. And then enter float number. Enter long number. Enter Boolean. All right, do you all have access to Slack, guys? I'm gonna send it to Slack. So you can copy it and then paste it. You can copy it and paste it from Slack. All right. All right, let me know once you copied it and pasted in this main method. So next we are gonna add here a few lines of code. Mhm.
Can you fix
So
something so on?
yeah, I know what's wrong. You copied and pasted, right?
Yeah.
Can you do Command Z? Take it back. Do you think that you're missing something like this, Clarity? Main method. You're missing it, right? Yeah. So code should be always inside the main method. All right, guys, right now I'm running the code. And how many times it will prompt us, guys?
7.
7 times. Enter a byte number, 12. Enter a short number, 126. Int number, 555. Double, and then float, and then long number, and then Boolean. All right. And how can we see this, guys? How can we print all of the numbers, all of the variables?
We put it the system out.
Yeah, let's create the system out print line and put this all variables. Byte number, system out print line, short number, system out print line, int number, system out print line, long number, system out print line, float number, system out print line, double number, and system out print line, Boolean value. All right, here, guys, we miss string. I'm gonna create for us a string here. First, finish this one. All right, let's create here a string, guys. Basic string, string, name. Did we already use this string and scanner together, guys? Did we use? Not yet. So for string, guys, we don't have next string. For string, we use next line method. For string, we use next line method. Scanner.next line. This one is for string. Enter your name. Enter your name, and here is the name. So next line method is used for string. So here we need one more method called scanner.nextLine for a string. So what I can do is I can take it like this. Okay. And we can put it here. Right here. So next line is for a string. It's used for a string. All right. Did you try running your program, guys? Did you try to run it? If I run my program, I need to enter byte number. I'll enter some numbers. And then for the last one, it's Boolean value. All right. Something is wrong, guys, here. Are you on time, guys?
Sorry, can I ask a question? Short question.
Yeah.
So my scanner is red. You said how to export to make it not red.
Yeah, import. So it is, you make this, hover your mouse here,
Mhm.
and then click import.
But I think in my version there's no such thing.
Okay, then you can make a right click here, or there should, yeah, you can make a right click, show context actions, and then import. All right, run your program. When you run your program, guys, there is an error. Look, enter your name. It's not prompting. Tim, what's the problem here? Enter your name and it's not asking for a value.
One second.
It's not prompting the value for name. It's just skipping it.
We're not printing.
Here I should enter the name, but it's missing right after the Boolean. Did you notice this in your program? Try it in your own program also.
Entering, yeah.
Run it. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 for Boolean. And then right after this Boolean number, there should be string, but it skips that string. It skips that scanner next line. So
False.
string, and then guys, Boolean, and then number. Is it the same data type, string and Boolean?
No.
Both of them are different data types, primitive and non-primitive. Which one is primitive and which one is non-primitive? How many primitive data types are prompted here in this code? 7 primitive data types are prompted. And how many non-primitive data types are prompted? Only one. Only one. So look, only when it reaches the non-primitive data type, only when it reaches this non-primitive data type, it skips. Do you agree or not, Tim? Do you agree, Ulanbayke? So here, let's run the program. Enter a byte number. Do you catch up right here on this line? Yeah. So here we've got this prompt message. Next, we enter the number. Next one is short, then int, and so on. once we reach Boolean, we should enter a Boolean value. Do you agree that all of these prompts are for primitives? All of them. And right here, right after the Boolean, we reach the non-primitive one. When we reached it, it skips it. So this is how we can fix it. When you use your scanner for primitives, and then you are expected to use it for a string, a class. You can make here scanner.next. Scanner.next. So it's not gonna skip the name. False. And now I can enter the name. Name Joe Biden. All right. So let's do this. Not next, but next line. 5, 6, 5, 5, 5. Joe Biden. All right. It didn't skip the part for the name. Run your code and you're gonna see. But if I remove this line and we run the code again, the numbers false, and then it skips the name part. What could be the reason, Tim? What do you think?
Can you make it full screen and zoom in?
Yeah. All right. More?
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, I made it because we would like to see more code here. That's why I made it like this. All right.
And also on the console.
All right, every time we run it, it becomes smaller. Okay. So why does it skip, guys, this part? When we reach the name, it's not letting us print to enter the name. Ulan Bayke, why? What could be the reason? Why it skips this part? Jolchuluk Bayke. Because of what? Because there is one reason. It might be because we were entering all the time primitive values. Primitive, 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 here primitive. And then once we reach the string, it skips it. So how can we fix it? Before entering the non-primitive type, write this one. And then it's not gonna skip this part. 5, 6, 5, 5, 5. And then we can enter the name. Joe Biden. So name is printed. So when do we use this scanner.next line, guys? Scanner.next line. When is it used? To read what?
After primitive statement.
Yeah, there are two things when do we use it. First one is for reading string values. Next one is when you enter primitive values. Then once you reach class type, then you use scanner.next line when you reach the class type. All right, I'm gonna remove this all lines right here. How many times will it prompt me, guys, to enter a value? How many prompts do we have here?
3.
Why is 3? Why 2? Can you explain it?
Is including name.
Here's 2.
And the 2.
Why 2? Can you explain this, guys?
Scanner next line is with just using for skipping.
Only one,
Yeah, here we've got
enter your name.
Here we use next only 2 times to assign a value here. All right, we missed this one. Enter Boolean value. All right, so when we run it, it prints us enter a Boolean value. Let me rerun it. Enter a Boolean value, false. Enter your name. We didn't enter the name, so why does it skip again? Why it skips? It's not letting us. Imagine if you're entering your details for a transaction and you need to enter a code that's sent to your phone, and it's not letting you to type those numbers. What's the reason? Enter your name. I should enter here my name, Joe. But it's wrong. So Jolchubek Paike, did you learn from our last 3 or 4 examples? Online students.
I guess Tima knows right answer.
Tima knows everything, I know. But what do you know? So here, we need to write here scanner dot next line. When you use scanner for primitives, it's fine. But once you reach the string, you should change it. You should change it. Imagine there is a room. There is a room for to enter. And when people enter that room, the light should be on. And when the animals enter the room, light should be turned off. So it might be not related example, but here, when you enter primitive values like Boolean, int, byte, you can go with scanner. But once you know there is a string to enter, before entering that string, you use scanner.nextLine here. But if you put it here as first one, this scanner.nextLine might be not necessary. Let's try. Enter your name, Joe. Enter Boolean value, false. All right, when you begin with string, it's fine. But when you enter string after entering Boolean or int, then it's gonna skip it. It's skipping it. It's, for example, guys, I, to be honest, really don't know the exact reason. Why is it so? This is just my theory. When you enter the primitives, it's prompting you. But when you reach the string, then you need to use the scanner.nextLine. This is my theory. And my theory seems to be correct. So once we move from Boolean to string, we need to use scanner.nextLine. I believe I have some practice tasks, guys, and they're gonna make you, they're gonna help you to understand this string and scanner. So let me go here. Let's do this, guys. I've got first task for you. Let's do this. Create here in this day12 package, create a class called recap task 1 and a main method. Create a class called recap task 1 and a main method. Did you create this class?
Just rename this recap and the main method.
Yeah. So here in this day12 package, create a class called recap task 1 and a main method. Recap task 1 and the main method. All right. Next, guys. So there you will need to declare in this recap tasks. I've got for you 3 recap tasks. This one is first one. I have for you 3 recap tasks. So in this recap tasks, you don't need to use scanner. Let's do this. declare and initialize an integer a with value 10. Yeah, you can go ahead and do it right now. Declare a variable a, integer a, or int a with value 10. Then declare and initialize an int b with value 20. With value 20. All right. Have you done this? All right, next step, guys. Just give me a moment. Next step is this. All right, next step, guys, is this. Now assign to a variable. Let's do this. Declare and declare a variable int c. Declare this variable. So how many variables in total will you have? 3. A, B, C. And this is what's the value for C. Value for C is gonna be assign it this value. Declare a variable in C. Its value should be 3 times bigger than A. All right. Declare in C and its value should be 3 times bigger than A. What's the value of A? 10. So what
10.
should be the value for C?
30.
30, right? It should be 30. All right. So next one is declare, guys, a variable int d. Its value should be 5 times smaller than b. All right. Declare a variable in C. Its value should be 3 times bigger than A, and then D. All right. This one 3 times bigger. This one 5 times smaller. All right. What should be the value for D, guys? What's the value of
4.
D? It is how? It is
4.
4. 20. And then what number is 5 times smaller? It is 4. All right. Next step. Declare a variable E. Its value should be the sum of it should be the sum of C and D multiplied by 10. Sum means 5 plus 5, like addition. Yeah.
Declare the variable int.
Yeah, declare a variable, yeah, int E. Its value should be the sum of C and D multiplied by 10.
340.
I don't know. We're gonna count it together. Let me try. Yeah, it is 340. So here you created int A. The value for A was 10, for B, for C. Did you write here?
30.
It shouldn't be like this.
A multiplied
A multiplied by 3. Yeah, because if you change the value of A, C should also change because C depends from A. All right. int d b divided by 5. All right. Next is the last variable, int e c
Sum of C and B.
plus B
plus b times 10. So is it right way for this expression?
No, we have to
There should be a parenthesis.
And this.
Yeah, it should be the sum multiplied by 10. All right. All right, let's check. System out print line A, B, C, D, and E. A, B, C, D, E. All right, let me run this and let's check the values. 10, 20, 34, 500. But I don't understand, guys. A, all right. Actually, I don't want to complicate this. I would like to move to the other part. Are you done with this task?
yes.
All right, let's move to this one. Let's create, guys, a task, a class called class task 1. Create this task, class task 1. It's not a recap task. It should be a class task 1. Just a moment. All right. Here, I'm creating for you another task. Second task. Forget about the first one. All right, second task, guys. So here in the second task, you'll need to create a program called greeting message. Greeting message. First step, create a class called class task 1 and a main method. Did you create this?
Yeah.
All right. Next step, guys. Print a prompt message. Print a prompt message. It should be please enter your name. Do you understand this or not? It should be, there should be a message. When you run your program, it should tell you, please enter your name. Next, if you don't catch something, you can clarify, guys, always. Create a string name object and assign its value using scanner. So here, create a scanner object. So here in this task, you're going to use the scanner object. Create a scanner object, print a prompt message, then create a string name object and assign its value using scanner. Next. Use system out print line to print a greeting message. When you run your program, in the output, you should see this. Do you know what's going to be the very first line in the output?
Please
Yep.
enter your name.
The prompt message. Please enter your name. And then next, you enter your name. and then right after entering your name, it should print you this. Hello, Joe. This is a very simple program to practice the scanner. The objective is to practice scanner methods.
I'm sorry, while everyone is doing this, can I please share my screen because I cannot do any assignments because it's red.
Okay, can you try sharing your screen?
Thank you. One minute. Can you see my screen?
No. Are you sharing it?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Now?
you- No.
Oh.
I really don't see it.
Hmm. Then what should I do? Should I wait?
Yeah, probably better, maybe, yeah, but you just click the green button, share, with an arrow to the up. Are you clicking it?
You mean the about what scanner or?
No, I mean how do you share your screen? You click the green box
Yeah,
with,
green box with the arrow. Yes.
yeah, if you do it, then I should see your screen, but I don't see your screen.
Yeah, and I press share and no.
Oh, give me a moment, maybe. No, you are not sharing.
Hmm.
Maybe
Okay,
you can join from your phone and show me using your camera.
Oh, okay.
You can try this. All right, have you done this one? It was pretty easy.
Yes.
So in this one, what should we create very first?
Scanner, new scanner.
Scanner. Right, scanner should be created before the string. And next,
System out.
system out print line, right? Because before creating this string object, there should be a prompt message.
Enter your name.
Enter your name. Name.
Recording in progress.
Scanner.next then. Why there is a red line, guys?
Next line what?
It is.
It should be next line.
It should be next line. Should be a next line method. All right, next step is to create system out print line. Hello plus name and exclamation mark. So I run this. Yeah, it worked. Hello, Joe. All right, guys. Did you finish this one, this task? All right, guys, have you done? Yeah. Is it a red line?
It's not red line, but I can run it.
But it's showing different thing, right? So this is the thing. You should run it from here, not from here, because if you run from here, it will run the previous class.
Yeah.
So here, how many lines of code we have? We have only 4 lines. All right, let's write comments. Do you know why are there comments in Java? Do you know this? What do you think? Why do we need comments?
What's that? Explain.
Comments are used to explain the code. Because when programmer works in a company, they write code, and this code is read by other programmers also, and they should understand your code. That's why there are comments. Let's write here comments, guys. What does this line? This line.
Reading input.
How can you explain it?
Readable text.
Create a new object.
Give me a sentence, and I'm gonna write your sentence here. How would you explain this line?
Here we are creating a new object.
We're gonna create object of the scanner.
Scanner
Plus
object is created for
Input.
for
Read input.
for inputs.
input,
Or-
stream input.
Yeah,
Oh,
for user inputs. It can be it can be string for user inputs. Next line. How would you describe this line?
Print out the prompt.
Print a prompt message. This prompt message helps us to understand what should we enter. Is it an int? Is it an int or a string? Next line, guys. How would you explain this line, Jolchubek Bayke?
To
read from?
our request.
It is used to read
Text line.
text from keyboard. We read text from keyboard and assign it to, where do we assign it to? To name object. Here, on the right side, this right side is responsible for taking value from where? From where? From keyboard. If I remove this part, will it ask from me something?
No, no.
I run it. Did it ask? No. So what does this right part? Jolchubek Bayke, what does this right part? You really don't know? Claraja, what does this right side? Do you know, guys?
Method. Next line method.
Yeah, it's next line method. And what is it used for? When I do next int, what happens? When I do next, all right, next line.
It's a method. This method help us to print the string variable
Not to print.
value.
If we run this, look, I'm gonna teach you this a bit later, but look, here, how Java program works. It begins from here, it creates a scanner. Scanner is created. Next, it's gonna print this, enter your name. And then here on this line, what's gonna happen on this line? It will read from here, right? From this line, a value. I type here Joe. It will read this Joe. It will take it, this code. It takes this value, Joe, and assigns it to name. And assigns it to name. All right. And then here, it should be printed. So here, Joe, and it's printed. Let me give you a similar task. This one was greeting message task. The next one is this. 3. Create a class, guys. Create a class called calculator and a main method. Create a class called calculator and a main method. It's very simple Java calculator. Next, declare a scanner object. Means create a scanner object. Next, declare two int variables. It's A and B. Declare two int variables, A and B. All right, read from user. So after the scanner, do this one. Prompt message for each input. Create prompt message for each input. How many inputs we're gonna do here, guys, in this third task? Two. We have two int variables, and we're gonna make two user inputs for variable A and for variable B. Read from user keyboard two int values. Then print the following. So it should be this. There should be prompt message for each variable. Enter a number, not a number. Enter number for variable A. 25. Enter number for variable B. 5. It should prompt you this message for variable A, for variable B. Next step, you should print this. Sum equals to 30. All right, let me create this timer. You're given about 6 minutes, guys. There should be a scanner, prompt message, and two variables.
Excuse me, should I show it now or at the end of the class?
Okay.
I can wait, it's okay.
But you can create classes and run your code, right? Can you?
No, I cannot run code in other classes because of this error.
Okay. All right, so yeah, I can see. Let me just a moment. Okay. You didn't create the scanner. This is the reason.
I didn't create the scanner.
Yeah.
In the beginning, you mean here?
Yeah, you didn't create the scanner here.
Oh, so what should I?
We should create the scanner because you didn't create the scanner, and which scanner are you using? Not existing scanner. That's why there is an error.
So 1 second. Should I do the method scanner or
You should create the object.
object? So what should I? Because I think I missed this part. I was in the break.
Scanner, new scanner system. That
Okay. How about the next int and next floats also same? They are still red.
because there it shouldn't be just next int. It should be scanner dot next int. This is the reason of the error.
Okay, I will do that. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Have you done this, guys? Clara Hocam? Really? I thought you would finish it first. Ziyadece? Ah, yeah.
Some is the multiply.
No, it's plus. You can send me through Slack. Can you?
Maybe I didn't understand well.
Mhm.
Way correct.
No, it's not the correct way. Yeah, Mahabache is always correct. All right, guys. Should we wait those 20 seconds? Have you done?
Yeah, let's ask
Your version, maybe.
this.
Let's do it. All right. So what should be the name for the class?
Calculator.
It should be, what name did you assign?
Calculator.
All right, calculator. All right, and main method. So declare a scanner object. Why do we declare this scanner object?
We're gonna import
Keyword.
We're gonna use its methods, like next int. Look, I can use this method here, int a, but can I use this method next int? Can I use this method without this object? No, object should be created to use this method. All right, so How many times? So there should be 2 int values entered from user keyboard. Read from user keyboard 2 int values. It means, does it mean we need to enter through keyboard 2 times a number? It should be number. Yes, it's 2 separate numbers. All right. Is this done, guys? Are we done with the task? Is this it? No? What do we miss? Let's create prompt message for each input. Can we call it like this? On this line, we have 1 input. Is it true? On this line, we have 2nd input. So we need to have how many prompt messages? Prompt messages for each input. All right. So, Ailita, what should we create? Scanner is created. Prompt message, right? System out print line, prompt message for enter value for variable A. And then where should we put the next one?
Line 10.
After scanner, yes, system for B.
Right here for B. All right. And then let me run this. I enter 25, 5. All right. The output is empty. Why? What's wrong?
We need a string name.
String name.
What do you mean output is empty?
Yeah, I don't see there this output.
Did it create some?
Sum 30. Should we declare some variable?
Yes.
No.
Or-
Why should we?
We can just
It's
inside
not-
of system out print using A plus B.
Of course, I never told you to create 3 variables, right? Yeah. So here, system out print line, sum equals to.
A plus B.
All right. So let's see, guys. Let's run it. 25, 5. Something is wrong, guys. Why is it so, Guliza? Why do we have here 255 instead of 30?
We didn't put int.
Because we
int.
No, I know,
Yeah.
Mahabatche, you know.
We didn't put the C version because we have like,
C?
yeah, meaning A plus B, it will be like int C should be like A plus B.
All right. So did I tell you to create here C? No, so we don't need C.
But the result will be
Should be 30, but it's not 30. So Tim, what's wrong? No, no, I didn't tell you guys.
yeah.
We need to put it inside parentheses.
Yeah,
This,
should be inside,
A and B.
inside a parenthesis. All right, 25, 5. So now sum is 30. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Sum 30. Did you finish, guys? Sum 30. Let's do this, guys. I'm gonna make it a little bit different. Now we have this. You should print this, guys. 5 plus 25 equals to 30. Now you should change the output. It shouldn't be sum 30. It should be 5 plus 25 equals to 30.
just no result in sum, just
Yeah, it should be this. 5 plus 25 equals 30. Print this. If I change these numbers to 100 and 200, it should be changed here as well.
you can just in system out on the left, you can make a change
Yeah,
without sum.
yeah, make the changes. So we should see
So-
this. in the output.
Output like exactly need to be like this, 100 plus 200.
Exactly. Yeah. So this plus should be there and equal should be there. All right, guys. So should I write here this? 100 plus 200 equals 300. Is it the solution?
No.
Why?
Just one.
A plus B. Yes.
Because the numbers entered could be changed, right? I could enter instead of 100, 500. That's why it shouldn't be static values. So
There should be A and B. Plus will be like a text.
A. All right. So
A.
is there a person, guys, who is gonna complete the system out print line, except Mahabat J? Maybe you? Tim, let's do it together.
A
A
plus
plus double quotes,
plus spice plus B
B plus
spice
double quotes
plus.
equals A plus B?
No.
No.
No, what
No,
should
yes.
be? In the parentheses.
Yeah.
In the parentheses. Okay. 200, 300. This is what we wanted,
Yes.
guys. This is the solution. A plus text. It's not an operator like a real operator. It's just a text. Plus text equal text. What if I ask you to add this one also? 100 multiplied by 200. What is the result?
Result. 2000.
Change.
20,000. Yeah, add this. So there should be two math expressions. Sum and multiplication. All right. How can we add this one, guys? This line, the multiplication line. What's the easiest way, guys? Like, can we do it in 3 clicks? In 3 clicks.
Yeah,
In 3 clicks.
we
Yeah.
just need to change this
No.
operator.
I don't want to change it, guys. I would like to see this both math results.
Copy paste.
One more solve.
Shortcut, Command D,
Command D.
here multiplication, and here multiplication. So 3 actions. 100, 200. 100 plus 200 equal to 300, and the multiplication is 20,000. All right, guys. Are you done with this one? With this one? Are you done? So guys, let's make a quick summary for today. What did we learn today?
A string and scanner classes.
String and scanner classes. All right. Can you tell me, guys, which one is more important? Yeah.
I think both of them.
It's wrong question, guys. Both of them are important. I cannot say one is more important. Both of them are important. So we learned string and scanner classes. String is a class. String name. How can we call this?
Object.
It is object. All right. Can we use, guys, let me create int number. Can we use scanner method without scanner object? Can we use next int method without scanner itself?
No, we always need to create object first.
Yes, scanner should be always created. So scanner should be created first. New scanner. All right. Before using scanner methods, scanner object should be created. Okay. What else can you add, guys? Where are the variables stored, guys? Did we learn this today?
Variable we are writing by ourselves in the output.
No, I mean, where are variables stored? Where do we store variables? Yeah. No, we don't store them in the system. Like physically, really, where are they stored? No.
In containers.
In containers. And where these containers are? Where are these
RAM.
containers?
In RAM.
In RAM. Variables are stored in the RAM storage. All right. What can you add, guys? Is there anything that we missed here? How many next methods do you know? How many next methods do you know? Next int is 1.
8.
Do you know only 7 or 6?
8.
There is next int. Next what? Next line. Do we have next char? Next char doesn't exist. Next line. Next boolean. Next byte. Next float. Next double. Next short. Next long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8. And there are more, but we use only them. Only this. Scanner. All right. What else, guys? By the way, guys, I can recommend you this website. This website. Java, like it depends. It's up to you to use it or not. But I used it myself. So Java T-Point. You can use it to learn some basics of Java. JavaTpoint.com. Find here Java right here in the. How can we call this part of the page, guys, in HTML?
Line.
Header part can be called nav part, right? Nav, because navigates also the links change. Okay, so you can use this website to learn basics of Java. And this website I used myself, so I'll recommend it to you. And some of you guys, you already have maybe some knowledge of English. There are some people who don't have good level of English. We all know. So these are the things, even if you're gonna have these things, it's still gonna be quite challenging to get hired. Like being honest, technical skills, soft skills, knowledge of the SDLC. Have you ever heard about it? SDLC. Knowledge of soft skills, how to speak with those people, technical skills, soft skills. But before this all, English speaking skills. If you have perfect technical skills, perfect soft skills, how do you explain it, guys? How you're gonna explain int A, int B, scanner.nextInt? You should do these three things. And maybe there are more things to add, but to get hired, you need this. And even if you have these skills, it's gonna be still challenging. Do you think it's gonna be easy to get hired? What do you think?
No.
If it would be easy, all of the people would be hired, right? So that's why it's not easy. These are the things. And if we don't count tomorrow, guys, you are already studying here 3 weeks. Do you know this? Almost 3 weeks. What did you do in 3 weeks? There should be something that you can tell. I learned this in 3 weeks. And how many weeks more left? Do you know? About 21 weeks. We can just blink once and 21 more weeks will pass easily, really. It's gonna pass really quickly, guys. You're not gonna have enough time if you don't really focus and plan everything to improve even one of these things. So schedule your time, focus on the things. When you speak in English, speak like listen to some English podcasts, maybe surround yourself with English. So this was just my recommendation, guys. I'm gonna give you the home tasks. This is it, guys, for today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excuse me, what was the site for Java?
It was Java T-Point.
T-Point? Okay, thanks.
Yeah, Java T-Point.